Previously on Survivor UConn, the tribes were decided: 8 Kassan and 8 Sapala. The target twist was introduced to the game, adding an interesting new dynamic to tribal votes.
What I did with that was I'm like, hey Earl, I got you as a target. Who's your target, by the way, buddy? And he's like, hey, my target's Zoe.
If your target was voted out, you would earn a clue to the hidden immunity idol.
If I end up getting Alex, he's going to be on the chopping block. If I have to sacrifice Alex, I'll do it.
After the Sapala tribe got blown out in the immunity challenge, some were quick to put Alex at fault for their loss.
Based on the challenge alone, I was thinking Alex just because, he said he could do this thing with the stick and the cubes. He said he could do it, he said he was fine, and then, we get to it, he drops it like a million times.
In the end, however, the tribe stayed strong, voting out Zoe for failing to complete her part of the challenge.
And the first person voted out Survivor UConn, Zoe. And Zoe, the tribe has spoken.
"15 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?"
So, I got that idle clue from getting Zoe out, and it reads, square at the water, nearby take a dig, behind its shoulder you'll earn something big. I was shook, like, what the heck? What does that even mean? I ended up showing this to Alex, because he's like a sophomore, and I knew he'd like know his way around campus more than I do.
Before Tribal Council happened, I made a deal with Earl that whoever voted their target out between us, we'd share the idol clue, knowing full well that he had Zoe as his target. And so he texted me that night, like at 2 a.m., so I don't see that. But I see him in the morning, and he's like, can you meet? So I go and meet Earl, and he tells me the idol clue, and it says, square by the water, something about digging, look behind its shoulders, you find something big. I'm like, alright. The dirt there, it's a little bit different, but I don't think there's anything. There's like nothing obvious to know that we have to dig there, other than the fact that that dirt was kind of different. So there's that square fountain, and then there's also like Jonathan Husky. Those are the only things that have shoulders on. Or like, those are the only things that I can think of. Like Jonathan has shoulders. Behind its shoulder, you'll find something big. So I came to the Husky, which is outside of where the competitive pool is and where the gym is. Don't know if this will end up being anything, but we're gonna, well, at least I will. Earl will show up later. I'm gonna try to see if there's anything here. So I just checked behind Jonathan, there's nothing there. I think I figured it out. We're at this little square water, and if you follow me, we got boy with the shoulder. So we're gonna start digging. And then I just biked over to the square fountain, I saw the bust, and I looked behind it, and I found the idol in like 5 minutes after I got the clue from him. Little too easy. I'll read it when I get to my room later. Probably should tell Earl. We'll see. I don't think you could wear it as a necklace at this point. Oh.
So he ended up finding it in like, I think less than 10 minutes, which was pretty cool, but like without him, no. Like, no, why? Like, this makes me miss Dr. Seuss.
I find the idol, and I'm like thinking whether I should tell Earl or not, and I decide that it's better to do it, because if he ends up finding the spot, and like there's nothing there, it's kind of obvious that that's where it's supposed to be. He's like under the impression that I'll give it to him whenever he gets voted out, but I'm never going to actually like give him it unless I know for a fact that him using it on himself is good for his game. stringiest idol. It's very stringy. Trying to untangle it. Earl, do you want to do the honor of reading it?
Okay.
Doug's under the impression that Earl's only telling him the idol clues, and he has no idea that Earl didn't tell him until after I already found the idol.
So Earl sent me the idol clue the Wednesday after the tribal council, so like the day after, and it reads square at the water, nearby take a dig, behind its shoulder you'll earn something big. That's the clue. And I have identified several occasions and been out to them. Like I spent most of Wednesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon out searching. Bore no fruit, of course, because that's literally as vague as a clue can get, as it's the first clue.
Zubin stood out to me as well. He is a very bold character with a very bold suit, very bold mustache, with very bold actions during the challenge, going over to the other tribe, doing who knows what. Zubin just puts himself so much out there that even if I am associated with him, if we go to work together sometime, especially early in this game, he will be the target ahead of me because people early in this game, they look for the odd one out to be the person to vote out.
Alright, it's 8:30 at night. I'm very sick. Can't breathe. But I'm about to call Zubin because Zubin is really into this game.
Hello?
Hi, Zubin.
Hey.
What's up?
Nothing much. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
So, obviously, he's kind of putting a target on his back by being so bold and so Zubin-y, but thinking to myself, you know, why should I just waste him being the first boot when I can use his exuberance to my advantage?
So, as far as who's in our tribe, like anybody sticking out to you as somebody that you think we could have a voting block with? Because I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I was actually talking to CJ yesterday, so yeah.
That's good because I like being really subtle about like the way I try and like give hints. So I actually gave CJ a follow on Instagram without saying a word to him. Then he followed me back, so I think that's a good sign.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So continue with what you were saying.
Well, we both agreed on you. We also agreed on Raph.
Yes.
And I'm thinking of doing Meg as a fifth person as well.
Yeah, I think as far as like voting blocks go, and I know this is kind of like stereotypical, but like I just imagine like if we come lose the challenge, I imagine a lot of the girls voting together because you know that's how it works. Like the girls vote together.
The most useful thing I learned is that he's good with CJ and that CJ is good with me.
Alright, so we're here at Webster Hall, and I guess we're just gonna start getting to talking. So I did bring Johnny Casson. I named him I named after the tribe because, well, since we're doing so well, may as well just keep the confidence going.
Yeah, we gotta keep it up.
Yeah, we have the edge right now, and I'm hoping that doing the whole Johnny Casson thing will sort of, you know, get in the heads of Sapala. But in the back of my mind, I have to be cautious because, you know, the sunk cost fallacy comes into play. The next challenge is completely irrelevant to how we did in the first challenge. So, could Casson go to Tribal Council second? Yeah. Could I be second out? Yeah. So Casson's got to work to make sure that, you know, we stay on top. And I've got to work to make sure that I'm on top, or at the very least on the bottom.
So who do you think about for a target as of now? I mean, I know it's early.
So
But I mean, if we had to go to tribal on
our three
Tuesday,
remaining-
who would we pick? I mean, it's so hard at this
Yeah,
stage.
so
to
right now
say,
the
but-
3 remaining people are Eric, Issa, and Lindsay. I was partnered up with Lindsay. She did pretty well.
Yeah.
Eric also did pretty well, so I'm gonna say Issa. Part
Yeah.
of that's because I don't have anything else. The
True.
other is that she is my target, so
Yeah.
we could get a clue out of it.
Yeah, so me, Zubin, and Catherine talked, and we said we were gonna make a core 3, which I was pretty pleased with that someone came to me that early, even before like the whole we had to go to tribal yet. I was pretty pleased that happened.
Okay, so it is the 25th of December. We're currently at the library, and so the 3 of us are meeting for the first time. Hopefully we can start the core 3.
I wanted to work with Roth, but I've been trying to get a hold of him, but he hasn't gotten back to me yet.
And being a voting block like that, and so I think that if us 3 can focus individually on getting inside information from one person, that way when we do lose the first challenge, we'll be able to exchange notes on what different people are thinking, and we'll be able to figure out, okay, who do we need to vote out to make sure that we have a solid voting block.
This is the current configuration of the Kasan tribe as I see it. So, in this corner over here, you've got what I hopefully is going to call the core 3 of Kasan with CJ, Catherine, and myself. Now over in this corner are our prospective allies, because we want to make and then break any ties that come up. So we want one or preferably two of Raphael, Eric, or Megan. And that leaves Lindsay and Issa pretty much on the bottom, and we're thinking of going after Issa because she is both outside our proposed alliance, as well as being my target.
Well, welcome back everyone to your second immunity challenge. Casson, if I could have immunity back.
See you soon, Johnny.
See you decorated it.
Oh yeah, Johnny Casson.
Tribe colors. Named it too after your tribe.
Hey.
Alright, so immunity back up for grabs today. Before we discuss the challenge, Zapala, you guys have to get your new targets, so we're going to do that. So I'm going to randomize that on my phone, then one at a time you're going to come up, I'm going to show each individual person who their target is, alright? Alright, so everyone's got their targets, everyone's good? Alright, so as some of you may have suspected, we have a fun challenge today. It's my favorite personally. We have an eating challenge today. Woo! We're gonna eat some fun food.
Alright.
I think everyone's told me their allergies. If you're severely allergic to something, please tell me first. But
Everything we're eating today.
yes, the only thing I know about is we're vegan. Is there anything else? That's too bad. So there'll be 7 rounds. I have 7 rounds designated right now. So you're gonna rank your tribe members 1 through 7. 1 being easiest, 7 being the worst. You can rank them in however order you want. So if you want to do strategically, you can put one of the better eaters, 1 or 2, whatever you want. But yeah, and Casson tribe, you're gonna sit out one of your members. You can choose to do that, but you have to do that before we show any of the dishes, obviously. So we're gonna rank everything 1 through 7, and then I may call round 4, and then the people who have 4 will come up, and it's gonna be first to 5 points. So I got 7 rounds designated. We're gonna add some more rounds if need be. It's first person to show me a clean mouth gets the point for their tribe. There's nothing in your mouth. It could be bits, but there might be bits. I'm so excited. Alright, so if you guys just designate who you want out, you guys give me argument, strategize. I can eat like a lot of food.
Okay. I just had to eat.
I like spicy food. I like spicy food.
Oh, okay. So you're probably the best. Wait, what is one?
Is it like earliest today? Like,
I'm hungry. I'm starving.
You're hungry, so then you're gonna be the hardest.
Oh, she's a hungry.
Except is it gonna be like gross food or?
I don't mind being 6 or 7.
It's gonna be something gross.
Yeah, I'm fine with eating something gross.
Yeah, me too. I'm down.
Oh, Raph, you're not upset.
Yeah,
you're not upset. You're not upset.
put me wherever.
I just ate.
All right, so you guys want to tell me your sit out? Sitting out.
All right, Isa.
All right, let's get started. It's gonna be round 3 first. So whoever your number 3s are. Delicious. I'll give you each 2.
Huh? Actually, yeah, quite delicious.
Those are pretty looking. I'm excited.
That.
That's not what you're sure, Jan.
That.
You should have given me that one.
Alright, you can do
They
it.
can't be eaten raw. I looked it up.
Oh my god! Don't give me that big one.
Give him the big one. Give him the big one.
Okay, so just down the hatch. Just down the hatch.
Just pick them up. Hold your nose for
They're not gonna give me that. All right, so
It's nothing.
first person to show me an open mouth wins. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Oh, little bite.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Come on, you got this.
Drink water with it.
No, you can't drink the water until you're done.
Okay.
Come on, Megan. It's nothing.
You got this.
It's nothing.
This should have been like higher. That's okay. That's okay.
Oh no,
6 and 7 next to words, but it should be.
Let's go, Mackenzie. She gave up. Let's go, Mackenzie.
You got
so
this.
far behind.
Slow down. Come on, you got this.
Just think of how
You got it. You got it. You
girl.
can
Eat that sardine.
You're not done yet.
Well, no water till you're
Oh, I
done.
can't get a little
No,
halfway.
no.
It's fine.
Come on, Mackenzie. Come on. Here we go. Nice.
Do I have to eat this thing?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's there.
You got this.
Yes.
Mackenzie, you're
That's a
doing
big
your
double
great. You're
cheeseburger.
doing great. This is the big
It's
one.
definitely
Double
worse.
cheeseburger.
Well,
Bigger bite.
Come on, it's a big small one. Big bites, Mackenzie. It's just a
it's not as bad as 3.
Wait, there's a.
Let me get
All right, looks like Mackenzie's a little ahead.
Mackenzie, you got this.
Megan,
Mackenzie, just let that just slide all that in your mouth. Come on. You got it.
You are a
Scoop it up. Scoop it up.
great savage.
Let's go, Mackenzie.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Come on, a little more. You got this. You got this. You're clutch.
Do I have to eat this?
Yeah, you do. It's all
This is
starting.
like bone. Feel this. I
All
can't eat
right.
that.
You don't eat that. Eat that bit.
You're good. You're
All right,
good.
you
Come
got
on.
a little bit right there.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, she's finishing it
all
off.
right, you got this. All right, Joe.
All right, open mouth.
Joe. Oh, she does have to. You can't use the water.
All right, Mackenzie scores a point for Sapala. All right, so you guys check it out. This one isn't as this one isn't as bad in the process.
Yes, milk.
All right,
I don't like stuff.
on your mark. What? Get set.
This is easy. Go.
Go.
Yeah, Doug.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Get it down. Get it down.
Come on, you got
Doug, you got this. You got
Oh,
this.
Doug
Go.
is.
Let's go.
You got it, Doug. You're
got it,
good.
you got it.
Doug, you're good. You're
Wait,
good.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Fight through it. Fight through it.
Everyone in now.
You're fine.
Eric's about to lose it. Oh, Doug lost it. Oh,
Come out.
Eric.
Swallow it.
No.
Just swallow it.
Oh.
Can they both
If Eric doesn't get down, that looks like a draw. I don't know.
You just gotta go to the next one, right?
Yeah, just try it.
No, that's a draw.
Habanero, this might be a little non-G rated, but it bent me over and really gave it to me, that's for sure. To start with, I'm not a big pepper guy.
and the spice, like, oh my gosh, that killed me. I was dying. I was like, okay, it's just the pepper. When I first saw it, I was like, it's just the pepper, but that pepper really punched me hard, and at least I didn't lose that round. At least I didn't lose the round because Doug also died. So thank God for that one.
I feel bad. I killed Doug. Alright, if you guys want to reveal this one, take the tape off. This is just a vegan burger from the Dying Hall.
Let's go to work, Erica.
Slightly warmed.
Not this.
Slightly warm.
That's so nice of them. Erica, you got to go to work, Erica.
Alright, on your mark, get set, go.
Yeah, Erica. Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay.
Don't drop on the ground. Keep it above the plate. You gotta eat all of it.
Erica.
You got it, you got it, you got it.
Catherine's going into it, but there's a lot there, so I don't know. She's going at it like a rabbit. Erica, thorough.
Slow and steady wins the race, Erica.
What's a burger? Come on, Erica.
You got it, Erica. Come on, you got it, you got it.
Catherine's crumpled it into a ball.
Yeah,
Just
Erica,
eating
keep it going, keep it going.
You got it, you got it. You got this. Start.
Push it in, push it in.
That's
sorry, he said. I'm sorry.
Don't laugh.
Push the burger in your mouth.
Stop making her laugh.
That's not making it any better. I'm trying to make it better.
Come on, Erica, come on.
Oh, Catherine with a big bite.
You gotta go. You gotta go, you gotta go.
She's got a lot in her mouth, though.
Just quick, short bites. And swallow. Bite, swallow, bite, swallow.
You got it, Erica. Come on. You're still chewing away.
You don't need to chew, just swallow it.
Yeah. I'm trying to make my tongue as least disgusting as possible because, I've got time.
Erica!
Got my teeth a little bit.
Yeah!
Oh my
Alright,
God.
Catherine, what we got? Oh, she's...
Dehydration. So I apologize about the situation in my tongue.
Well, alright. Looks like that's a point for Casson.
Yeah.
So we're at 1-1.
Done 7.
Oh, I love 7. So for each of you, I've got this is some baby food. It's a wait. Garden vegetable beef with little bits dinner. It's for 8 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's garden vegetable beef with little bits.
Yeah, I think this is harder than home.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I didn't.
But the meat ones are
That's
like
You got spoons for this one.
spoons.
Mark does not look pleased. Alright, you guys can take the lid off.
Please don't.
This is mine, not please.
Take a shot.
You can do it. Just think of it as a shot. I like that.
Alright,
Go, Mark. You got it. You got it.
on your mark, get set, go.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Take your time. You got it. You got it.
Oh,
Oh, you got it. Yeah, I like that way better. Keep it going. Keep
Raph
it going.
is downing that.
You got a lot of stuff. He's gonna take a long. You got it. You got it. Nice. You're good.
Or not.
You threw it. Yeah.
You got this.
You got it. You got it. Yeah.
Oh shit, what the heck?
Okay.
Raph has a solid lead. Looks like when Mark's going at it. Mark,
Come on.
both right in.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
Alright, Raph got it.
That was like it's on your nose.
A 4. Alright, 4, we got some sauerkraut. And we got a few capers thrown in.
Come on, CJ.
Survivor's ready.
Come on, CJ.
Go.
Swallow, Earl. Swallow.
Nice. Oh, that's delicious. Stay with it. Stay with it, CJ. You got this, Earl. You got this.
Pick up the plate if you can.
You're doing great.
Mouth to plate.
DJ's got the plate up.
Oh,
DJ a little ahead.
It's good. It's good. It's good for you.
One more caper, one more caper.
Tom, he's good.
Rest the capers.
Keep going. Open him up. He's good.
CJ.
Yes! Let's get it. Okay, 3 to 1.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's what I was thinking.
So we're gonna do 4. So we're doing 4.
Bam.
You were right.
We're gonna throw a few capers on.
You don't. No. It's good. It's just ham and it's
Click and okay. Down.
Oh my god, look at
Down.
that.
What are you doing? That's the way to do it right there. All right, survivors ready?
Ready?
Go.
Come on, Zubin. Yeah, Katie. Yeah.
Oh, let's go
Zubin.
Big bites.
Yeah.
It's
Like Katie's ahead right now, but
Yeah, Katie.
it's close.
Yeah, Katie.
You got this, Katie. You got this.
You got it, Katie. You got it, Katie. Oh, you're so strong, Katie.
Oh, let's go, Zubin.
You got me, Katie.
Come on, Zubin.
You got this, Katie.
Oh, you got it.
Go. That's enough if you get it. Katie with the point.
Yes, Katie.
I'm gonna give you a lot of these.
What is with the capers, man?
You got it.
This has a lot of capers.
You got it.
I don't even know. What are they?
Oh no,
You don't need to know.
They're just
Brussels. All right.
salty.
Survivors ready?
Let's go.
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 Oh, tap that ball.
Tap it.
There you go.
Come on, Alex.
Oh, Alex is
Alex, no.
letting it up a little.
Delicious.
Come on, you got it. You
got
got it.
You got it.
You
got it. Oh, Alex lost it. No, you got a point for passing. No.
No,
you're good.
Small what you have. You can spit that out if you want.
No, she's good. No, I think she has to spit it out.
Oh, wonderful. Let's
go, Raph.
If he throws it up, you're good.
No.
Get the milk ready.
I'm so happy. Oh yeah, get him some water. Actually, well, water doesn't really help. I wouldn't drink water.
I actually lost my swipe card yesterday in a tailgate. So.
All right, survivors ready? Go.
Go, Mark. Just like waits.
Mark's going at it. He's just downing it.
Raph, I believe, Raph. Don't look, Mark. Just swallow.
Swallow, Mark. You got it.
Let's go, Raph.
No way.
Let's go, Raph.
He's not even like lifted.
I'm done. Mark, open mouth.
Yes!
Mark with the point.
You can say it. I love peppers. I know this one's great.
Yeah, you bet. All right, for this one, pick one person from the other tribe.
I'm happy.
I'm just gonna take a
All right, survivors ready?
Yes.
Go.
Go, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex. Just take it nice and slow and steady. You're good.
That didn't taste good.
It's not going to. Just keep it going. Just keep it going.
Just keep going.
Take a hand of it.
Come on, Alex.
Plug
You
your
got it.
nose. Take a hand of it.
Plug your nose. Takes away the taste.
I literally can't get it like in my mouth.
All right,
Plug
do
your
the
nose.
spam. Do the spam. Don't give up. Just do the
There's no
spam.
point in doing the spam if I can't do the sauerkraut, so...
Just keep going. You got it. You got it.
You got it. Go.
Zoe?
Come on, girl. You got it.
Yeah, you got it. Come on.
Small bites. Like a fancy
Small
dinner.
chunk. Come on, you got it.
That's,
Just don't taste. Just
Come
swallow.
on.
Swallow.
Okay,
Nice job.
Alex is being very methodical. He's stone-faced. He's trying not to send it this time.
Come on.
It's okay, just keep helping.
Well,
That's kind of his
that's my job here.
Yeah.
Just keep it going. We got this.
Come on, Alex.
Stay
You
strong.
got it.
Both of them are being
More
determined.
than you.
Just keep
Quite
going.
determined to get it all down.
Right now, so...
Plug your nose.
Okay.
You're smelling it too
I
much.
can't smell anything, so...
Right now, it looks like Alex is a little behind, but or a little ahead, I would say. But he's just standing there.
Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex.
Here's what I meant.
Plates
Plates with juice and
litter.
bits are going
going
everywhere.
everywhere.
Plates don't want to be here.
The plates don't want to be in this spam.
Go for your second bite.
I'm going the first one down.
Alex
Come on,
is so
Alex, come
solid. He's chewing.
Just take it all down. Just do it.
It's like a pill.
Just take it down. Put
You're
it in
way
a cup.
ahead. You can take a break if you have to.
You want to go? Just swallow the rest.
It's hard to watch.
I know. This is
Both of
One
them
thing.
struggling.
swallow it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm waiting for you.
That's right, Alex.
Go.
Alex has got all of his.
Alex likes it now.
He's got the. Both of them taking their time, trying not to boot it.
That was just a video consent.
Come on, Alex, you got it.
Yeah. This just became an endurance challenge.
I know.
It's a long one.
I'm fine now.
Come on.
Alex with
Come
a
on.
deep breath.
Yeah, you got it.
This is fun, yay!
Stay with it.
Fun.
Come on, Alex. Keep us in it. Keep us in it.
Hi,
Claire.
Exactly. Let's go, Alex. You got it.
Mind over matter.
If Alex gets this one, he sends it into the tiebreaker round.
Yes. You got it, Alex.
Come on, Alex.
One more.
Alex, how much do you
Let's
care
go,
about
baby.
Sapala?
I got one more.
Sapala.
You got it. One more.
Oh, right. Yeah. What's more?
One more. Thank you. One more. You got one more.
Should I give him the rest of
That's
the
it.
sardine?
One more.
I thought you had the other.
Come on, Alex.
Come on, Alex. You got it. You got it.
A little urgency here.
No, one more. Just do one.
I forgot about
Just do
that.
one.
At the same
She
time.
can't
Would've
do
done
it.
that earlier.
You got
Mark.
this, Alex.
Can't do it.
Oh, they're going in the final stretch.
Yes, do the one. Yes.
No, you
It's
got
like
it.
Megan
Yes,
might have
yes.
it.
No, Megan does have
Come on,
it.
Alex.
Let's go. You got it.
Megan, you got it. Let's go, Alex.
Come on,
You
Alex.
got
Keep
it.
it going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep it going.
Oh, Megan with the.
Come on, Alex.
Oh, she loses it.
Come on, Alex.
That's that.
Megan's
Oh,
got
Megan goes for the final
Let's
scoop.
go, Alex.
Come on, Alex.
That's
Spam's easy. Spam's easy.
She just has to chew and swallow this one. And Cassie tries.
That's right.
My eyes blue.
My hand Nice job. Good jump.
All right, so Cass and Tribe immunity once more.
Johnny Cass.
It's a Paula Tribe, I'm sorry to say,
But you will be going back to tribal council, so I'll see you there this week.
that's it, guys.
Yeah!
Good job, guys.
I don't know if this is good or bad that I was number one, because I was kind of put in the spot that I had the easiest job, and then once I was put against, I don't even know her name, super aggressive one, with the veggie patty thing that just tastes like mush. I was like, well, I've never had one of these before. They look gross in the dining hall. Should be fun. And she just dove right on in, and I was like, okay, this isn't gonna go that well. So I tried my best, but yeah, she definitely had the upper hand, having eaten those for previous meals. I don't know what she said. But in general, like, I thought our team would have done better. Once again, Alex kind of choked and puked on that one as well. So that was a little bit of a disappointment going back to back on struggling with challenges. So there was a little more life in us that day, but definitely once it came to the final result of us losing again, was a disappointment.
Okay, when I saw that it was an eating challenge, I was pissed off because I hate, like, I want to go on the, like, Survivor, and I've always wanted to do that my whole life, and I hated the idea of a team eating challenge, and I was so glad when they changed the format later on to make the eating challenge an individual challenge, and then we walk in, and it's an eating challenge, and it's a team challenge, and I'm really pissed off because I know I'm going to do poorly, and I didn't want it to, like, reflect my game. I don't want to get voted out because I don't eat well, so I was really annoyed.
That was, yeah, the beef with bits. The bits were awful. The bits were the worst part of that entire thing. Like, whatever that cream is was fine. It tastes like cold, like, almost like if you had, like, it was a different texture, but it was almost like cold soup. But then the bits were just disgusting. They were so gross. It was like, this is like mystery meat. This is not beef. Yeah, it wasn't a blowout, but like, I'm kind of getting tired of Alex being bad at challenges. That's getting old really quick, and he was bad both times he did it, and I was kind of pissed about it. I'm still kind of pissed about it. So like, if it keeps happening, like, I'm not putting myself on the line to protect that kid. Like, we're gonna be under fire because of America, it's gonna be a little tight.
I honestly don't know a lot of people that well at this point in the game, so I'm not sure who I want to like keep around right now. To stay around in the game, I want to make sure that I'm developing some kind of like relationship or connection with other players. It'd be great if I could get some strong connections with players or my teammates right now. So I guess that would be like my goal.
Alright, let's get started. I wrote down a lot of questions today. Not a lot, but like, I'm prepared.
Okay, let's go.
So Paula, second time coming to Tribals, so you guys got blown out in the first challenge, but this challenge, not so bad, but not great either. Still lost 5-3, but much better. So let's talk about coming into the challenge. So you guys came out of the challenge, just got blown out, but got blown up. But this one there's some lightning. This one a completely different type of challenge, eating challenge. So I know some of you weren't really excited for that one. Let's go, Mackenzie. What was your reaction to seeing it was an eating challenge?
I was devastated. I ate a thick lunch before this, and I was not excited to see it was an eating challenge.
Right.
I knew that you guys would probably pick the worst foods, which you could have done worse, but they're pretty bad.
Right. Who was hungry when they got there? Who was ready to go? Doug. That didn't end up.
Yeah, that did nothing. It didn't help at all. Yeah.
So we'll talk about some of you guys did really good this challenge, some of you not so much. So Mark, I think everyone would say that you were probably the strongest in this challenge. You barely lost to the baby food and then you killed the pepper. What did you think about how you did?
I was a little tight that I lost the baby food, but when I saw the pepper, I was like, alright, I got this. So that was good at least. I was like,
alright, in the contrast, Alex, you had a bit of struggles. You were called on by the other team in the 1v1 head-to-head because they thought you were the weakest, and then you got taken out on that round. So what did you think? Were you disappointed in yourself? Did you think it was kind of a fluke, or did you think, what were you thinking after that?
I like the food challenge. It's not exactly my forte.
Not a fan?
Wasn't exactly happy to see it.
Yeah, you saw sauerkraut and it was over.
Look, I powered through that sauerkraut. I'm pretty sure I ate all that. Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Alright, I respect it. There's the capers. Katie, let's go to you. So what do you think of the last two challenges? What do you think of the other tribe kind of, they've been shit-talking you guys a little, I feel like. First Zubin in the first challenge, and then Catherine a little, and during this one, she was going off.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, okay, I can be an attack now, I guess.
It was rude. Catherine's comment was unnecessary. I don't know.
She was like, so yeah, she had time to like clean her mouth or some shit. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
No, but before that, she said, I'm not going to stop till I throw up. And if I throw up, I'll eat my throw up.
Nice.
Okay. We said, why are you
I mean, that's intense.
Yeah, I know. Why aren't you
Respect the intensity. I think it was your strategy.
So let's get into a little more. Now we're looking at this vote. So coming on the last vote, it was unanimous. I think generally you guys could say that maybe it was a little bit for challengeability, just trying to get a better edge after you guys got blown out. And then into the next challenge, you guys lose again. So what do you think? Is it challengeability or is it something else that you're looking for this vote? Erica, what do you think? Are you trying to make your tribe stronger so you guys aren't going to tribal every round, or are you trying to start getting into the game? Because at a certain point, it's not going to be about challenge strength. It's going to be about trying to get as far as possible.
Yeah, I think we definitely have a little bit of both. Definitely looking to still remain strong on challenges since we haven't won one yet. So I think that's our top priority, but definitely since it's such a small group, getting into the strategy of the game is like essential for us now too. But I'd say a little bit of both.
vote's like sort of a turning point in the game, or do you think you're still along those same lines that you were in the first vote? Just kind of stand strong, or do you think things are going to change?
I think that after this vote, like since like our numbers are dwindling, I feel like our strategy towards the challenges might change a bit, only because like we're losing people. You've been hinting about like this switch over, so if that does happen, sorry I'm losing my voice. If that does happen, like I don't know. I feel like whichever team we end up on individually, like we resort back to our methods for the first challenge. But as of right now, if we continue with what we have, like we're gonna have to make some big game changes.
So, Alex, let's go to you. So you got the other vote last tribe.
Yeah.
7-1, you got the one vote. Why do you think Zoe voted for you?
I don't know. I'd better target. Like that kind of makes it hard to tell who is like voting for who and why they're voting for who. So that could have been a thing. And also since they like didn't know that she was getting voted out, she might have just like stopped it hard.
So, Doug, do you think tonight will be another unanimous vote, or do you think things are going to change? Do you think it's going to be that same mentality, or do you think it's going to switch up?
Well, I mean, I think for the first challenge we voted based on who performed well in the challenge, because Zoe didn't really, perform in the challenge. But the thing with the eating challenges is they're not, in my opinion, they're not really applicable to like other challenges that you might see in Survivor, because there's typically only one a season. So I mean, unless we're having another eating challenge, I don't think. And I'm not saying this because like I flopped that challenge, man.
Don't give me any ideas, Doug.
But yeah, I don't think it's really applicable to the rest of the game. So I think that we might be modifying our strategy based on that, because there wasn't really a clear person who, say, threw up a couple times after eating a habanero. So I mean, I don't know.
See, but I would argue it wasn't just Zoe, because you guys all tried that plank. There were a lot of failures there.
That is true.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's a one-off, but I gave you guys a completely different type of challenge, and it was still the same result. So.
Not the same. Not the same outlook.
It was not the.
We did 10%.
It was not the same score or difference, but it was a loss in the end.
The gusty voice.
And I really think that's what the wind did, is that it just really enhanced the flavor for us. And the wind wasn't blowing as much on Casson as it was on us. So I mean that's kind of an unfair advantage. That's all I'm saying. So I mean it's due to the wind again. We gotta vote, guys. We gotta go for the wind.
We gotta vote.
Okay?
We gotta vote out
really
the
bringing
wings.
us down.
All right, so I think that's what I got for you guys. Anyone else want to comment on anything before we get to this vote? All right, well, one at a time. We'll pull you guys up to vote. So let's start in the middle. Let's start with Alex.
All right.
So, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Katie. Second vote, Alex. One vote Katie, one vote Alex. Third vote, Katie. 2 votes Katie, 1 vote Alex. Fourth vote, Katie. 3 votes Katie, 1 vote Alex. The second person voted out of Survivor UConn, Katie. Sorry, bring me your buff, please. Katie, but the tribe has spoken. Alright. So, another unanimous vote for you guys. Let's see if it can be unanimous again. Otherwise, you guys might need to make a change if you guys want to win the next challenge. So, hopefully this will be the difference makers. You guys don't end up here again. That's all for tonight.
It's not in it. I had a lot of fun playing. I'm honestly not really sure why I got voted out. I'm going to just take it as a compliment, I guess. I don't know. I'm glad I did it, even though I made it like not even. How many weeks has it been? Like 2 weeks. But it's all good. I had fun while it lasted.